tolerate this airwave pollution.
We are the East Coast Metal Competitors. This is our stand.
A stand against the mediocrity you've been force-fed.
This is our family.
This is the ECMC. The takeover begins.
All right. Hello, what is up, everyone? Hello and welcome to this very special edition of the ECMC Takeover. We're going to call it the ECMC Holiday Takeover. That's what this is all about. It's the first crack at a podcast, so bear with us here, and let's see how the hell this thing goes. You've got Big John here, as always, and then to my left, you're right if you're listening at home, the lovely and talented Sir Loaf, the Reverend Pierce Tufty Nipples. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm working on the Hangover edition.
Are you working on the Hangover edition?
Already working on the Hangover edition.
I don't think we're going to be able to maintain this technology in the case of a Hangover edition.
Well, you know, this is what happens when you give two buffoons technology. We got to use it.
Oh, yeah, we have to utilize it.
Oh, yeah, and this is what happens when you give one buffoon Sailor Jerry and Dr. Pepper. Chug-a-lug.
So yeah, we're a little bit tipsy here, but what this whole thing is about? Rumspringa.
We's all got to get drunk and laid.
What this special edition of the ECMC Takeover is about our holiday Merry Mayhem toy drive that we had. What day was it? It was 13th.
It was the 13th. It was a Saturday.
It was Saturday, the 13th.
That was a bunch of fun.
It was. We had it in Moorfield. We had it at the main event in Moorfield, West Virginia, and we had three amazing bands that came out. And all the listeners, everybody came out, had a good time, made a lot of donations. We actually wound up doing, my estimated total at least, over $500 worth of toys that are going to be donated locally. Putting a lot of smiles on happy faces.
That's what it's all about, essentially, you know, just making the warm, fuzzy feelings, you know?
Exactly.
You know, I may be this big, scary guy, but, you know, yeah, I know, look at me. But, you know, it's a nice feeling knowing you can give back to the community you live in, you know?
Absolutely, and I love, in a way, I mean, it's kind of bittersweet in a way too. It really is. I won't lie about that because I love the stigma that the heavy metal community tends to get. But whenever it comes to charity, we're always the ones right there on the front line, ready to give it out.
Oh yeah.
And this once again proves that theory.
Right. You know, and I'll be on a little bit of a personal level here. You know, and me personally, I know if it wouldn't have been for, you know, programs like that in the communities I grew up in, there was times I wouldn't have had a Christmas morning.
Absolutely, yeah.
So why not give back and let some other kids have that happy feeling that I had so many years ago, you know?
And that may or may not be the case with the majority of the heavy metal community, to be perfectly honest.
Right.
If I had that, those Christmases that wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for such programs.
Right.
So it's definitely no problem for me on a personal level to be like, fuck yes, let's do this.
Yeah, we're going full throttle on this, exactly.
Yeah, and the bands, they were all about it. We had Harvesting Hatred, we had Operation Death, and we had Hate Grenade.
All bands that traveled quite a distance from their own hometowns to do that absolutely free.
Yeah.
Just for the whole sake of Christmas, you know?
All three of the bands, they traveled over an hour. Hate Grenade, matter of fact, traveled 2.5 hours from Allentown, Pennsylvania, all the way to Little Old Moorfield to play a free show.
Right.
And it was phenomenal.
And it was all because of the cause is the reason they all agreed to come out, you know? Well, I mean, that's not why they agreed to come out, you know, for everything, but, you know, just...
Yeah, there was definitely more than one reason.
Yeah, you know.
That was definitely one of the reasons.
But that was probably the main reason, you know, because the whole doing good and giving back, you know?
And regardless of the fact, I mean, they all came out and played free shows, and that did not have any impact on the performances whatsoever.
Oh, not whatsoever, man.
If anything, it had a positive impact. I mean, all three of them threw down. And Harvesting Hatred, actually...
Those were the thrash guys, right?
Yeah, those were the...
Wow.
Yeah. They are way, way better than they think they are.
Dude, I had to ask that because, you know, we were at the bar on a Saturday. You know.
Right.
Working on the hangover.
Tends to happen from time to time. But, I mean, it was all for a great cause. I'm very glad that it happened. And if you guys stay tuned, we've actually got live performances we've got live footage, we've got interviews from all three bands. It's a real treat that you guys are in store for. So whether you're on Rock Addict Radio with us or if you're listening to this on YouTube, anything like that, stay tuned to it. Enjoy it. Absolutely, definitely worth listening to. 100%. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm drinking too.
It's face melting. So's the music.
Right. And if you guys do enjoy this, keep in mind every Wednesday and Sunday night on rockaddictradio.com, you can hear this live, 100% in your face, uncensored ECMC Takeover. It happens every Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sundays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. all Eastern time. Definitely come check it out.
And stuff.
Let's talk about Harvesting Hatred a little bit. That's who we're going to begin this whole thing with.
Right. Those dudes are a lot better than what they give themselves credit for, man.
They really definitely are, 100%. They're kind of fresh on the scene, but then again, kind of not. They're from Harrisonburg, Virginia, and they're thrashy. You can definitely hear all the roots of heavy metal in it. I mean, you can hear the Slayer, the Pantera, the Metallica,
the Megadeths, all that.
Yeah, you can hear all of it there. Even the Lamb of God. Things.
Oh, yeah.
It is definitely a perfect formula for killer fucking metal.
Which is what we like.
Yeah, indeed. Stay tuned right now. Coming up, and we've got a little segment with them where we're going to do there's some interview, there's some live performances. Definitely enjoy. We will be right back here on the ECMC Holiday Takeover on Rock Addict Radio /YouTube.com.
East Coast Metal Confederacy. Live strong without fear.
Are you ready? Make some noise for Harvesting Hatred!
He has toes for fingers now.
He has toes for fingers?
He does.
This guy has toes for fingers.
He does.
All right, listeners, welcome back. Welcome back. You got Big John here. To my left, you're right if you're listening at home, the loaf. To my far left, far right if you're listening at home, Mr. Roger.
What's up?
We are standing outside of the main event, Moorefield, West Virginia, puffing cigarettes and talking with who?
Harvesting hatred.
All right. Real quick, one at a time, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Zach. I am the drummer.
All right.
Name is Shay. I'm the vocalist.
Name is Chris. I'm the bassist.
Name is Joe, and I play guitar.
All right. Now, I've listened to your guys' stuff, really thrashy, kick-ass. I love the hell out of it. So let's talk about it, how it all started, pretty much, with Harvesting Hatred.
Basically, it started really about 6 years ago. Joe and I have been playing music for years together, and it came time to start a new band, and he put an ad in local music shop. Zach answered. We got together and originally started off as a 5-piece. Some people had to go, some people moved, just over time. Zach being at a young age, sometimes they had to go on a few hiatuses, but
right.
Eventually we always end up back together like a failed marriage. And we're just kind of now, since July, picking up where we last left off, which was nowhere.
So you finally grown up then, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Of age, can finally do the shows. Good stuff. Let's talk about influences. I'll go around each and every one of you. What made you pick up your instruments?
For me, it all started back about 10 years back, listening to Motley Crue. Tommy Lee was the man to get me into drums.
No doubt.
It's kind of snowballed from there. I go into anything heavier like metalcore, like Kill Switch, and then death metal like Black Dahlia Murder.
Nice.
And that's about it for me.
Right on, right on. What about you?
As far as me, vocally, really it just came from having a microphone thrown in front of my face and being able to play bass at the same time, do vocals. It really actually just evolved out of drunken band practices. the growl and the scream, it just comes naturally. It's like a muscle reflex when I hear the songs. It's not something I can do on command, but as far as playing guitar and actually writing, I'd have to say early 80s thrash stuff, Megadeth, Slayer.
All the greats.
Yeah, the legends, the ones that started it. But as far as lyrically, I'd have to say like Danzig and Lamb of God, stuff like that. Just pretty much, if it's good, it's influenced me in some way.
Oh yeah, good stuff. What about you?
I originally started out as a guitar player.
Right.
Influenced anywhere from Judas Priest, ZZ Top,
All
Ted
over the
Nugent,
place. Yeah.
all the way to Chris Broderick, Megadeth.
Right.
That stuff. And this guy's contacted me needing a bass player.
Right.
One of those poor guitar players. We need a bass player. Okay, I'll do it, but I'm not happy about it.
Exactly.
Are we saying we're in the market for another guitar, for a bass player?
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
Listeners out there, anybody local to the area? Just saying. All right, what about you, bud?
Actually, I'm the band dad, so the early 80s thrash, Exodus, like him, I love Motley Crue. Mick Mars had some great riffs.
Absolutely.
But as far as Megadeth was huge, and then when Pantera hit the scene, Dimebag was like my main influence as far as guitar goes. So
huge Pantera.
Huge Pantera influence.
I was waiting for someone to say Pantera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
We got
Pantera shirt.
Got the tribute tattoo.
tribute tattoos.
Right.
We've got one. Yeah, huge.
Absolutely. We are diehard Pantera too. So
We just passed December 8th.
Yeah, I was actually talking with Shay on our show. It was funny, my mic fucking cut out on my show there Wednesday night, which of course you guys don't know this yet, but I kind of like to run my mouth a lot. So that was killing me. But I was actually talking with Shay in the chat there, and I was telling him that I am such a poser when it comes to Dimebag because I play a Dean guitar into a Randall Hashtag.
Can't beat that with a
Cry
stick.
Baby One.
Yeah. Dunlop pedals, whole 9 yards. Yeah, I just
Love
don't.
the wah pedal.
Yeah, I just don't have hair. That's the only kicker.
Hey, but as long as you can grow the beard, though, the hair can go.
If it needs
There you go. All right. So it's been short-lived for you guys thus far with shows and things like that. I still like to ask the question because it may pertain to other bands, things like that. What would you say would be the craziest moment you all have, like the highlight you all have had on stage?
As far as highlights, I can't really say. The most memorable, without a doubt, would have to be about 4 years ago. We played a Harley Davidson Dark Side party up in Stanton, and there was this, needless to say, really drunk lady that after our set demanded that I sign her neck so she could get it tattooed in the next day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was quite a bit weird. I was just like, what?
You felt like a rock star.
Did that help the star level a little bit?
No, actually, I'm one of the most egoless people you'll ever come across. It was just very surreal, just kind of like, all right, she's drunk. She's only seen us play for maybe an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm awesome and wants me to sign her neck so she can have it inked in for life. Oh, I'll comply, but I don't agree.
It's like, all right, whatever. Like,
you haven't had any problems with your identity fraud, lately, have you?
Oh, no.
All right, she's got your signature and all now. So.
Well, I'm pretty sure she probably woke up the next day wondering where the hell it came from.
All right, so long as your social security number wasn't on the other side.
Oh, no.
Make a barcode out of that shit. Yeah. What about you guys? Any other highlights you want to talk about?
Well, it wasn't really a highlight, but it was a crazy fucking moment. Our first song into a set, I broke the top fucking string of my guitar.
Oh, wow. That would be the next question, actually.
Did not bring a backup guitar. Did not. So I was there changing the string, and there's this drunk dude just trying to help me change the string. I'm like, no, dude, I got it. Just get the fuck out of my way.
Here, take my bootleg.
He was even yelling out, "Oh, don't worry. You don't have to pay me. I'll do it for free." And I could hear him back like, "It's all right. Just step away." And the guy was very persistent. And
here's my necktie.
And it was really actually kind of like our first show at that time. And with me having no frontman experience, whatever, with him changing the string, I kind of ran out of things to say, so I started handing out demos that we had at the time just to kill time. But that was definitely pretty memorable.
It was like the longest 5 minutes ever.
Oh yeah, anytime like that, it definitely is. Yeah. My advice to you: learn an Irish jig.
That's reserved for SNL.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck, what the fuck with her name? Who cares?
Who cares?
So let's ask. Of course, he gave a Spinal Tap moment. What that is, the other side of the equation, pretty much. And you guys had the Spinal Tap moment.
Oh shit!
The last show we did, my wireless system died out in the middle of the song.
Oh wow!
But it got cut right back on before the lead, so that was good. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do if there was no bottom end while I was trying to lead over nothing. You know?
Right.
Luckily, we had a roadie standing by us to hold the cord into the input jack.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up and fucked up basically.
You can swear, dude. It's
all right, cool.
Yeah.
The bass completely dropped out and like fuck, and then right before the solo goes in, it was like it got cranked back up to 11. I was like,
right
nice
back.
Spinal Tap reference, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
I was thinking of it.
Stonehenge.
This next song is called Wishmaster. Fucking A, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Keep up with our family, the ECMC family. View upcoming events and follow your favorite bands by joining us on Facebook and listening to Rock Addict Radio every Wednesday and Sunday night. Live strong without fear.
This next song, if it doesn't send you running from the razors, then obviously you haven't really lived a hard fucking life. This song is called Break the Silence.
All right, Roger, did you want to ask him anything?
What band would you like to play with the most out of all your influences, or what would be the ultimate?
Would be the ultimate gig.
You want to go around the horn with that?
Yeah,
the dream band. Mine's gonna be completely different. Mine's gonna be Avenged Sevenfold, because the drummer of the Revs, rest in peace, that guy influenced me to go beyond drumming and stuff like that. Try out vocals. I bought a bass and a guitar for no reason.
Right.
And I'm horrible at it, but like the guy's a huge inspiration of mine. So.
You know what? An Avenged Sevenfold takes a whole lot of shit, but the Rev was a phenomenal fucking drummer. I will say that. I agree.
He's definitely my idol.
Wholeheartedly.
So.
Awesome. All right, Shay.
For me, obviously, if you can see him wearing the hoodie, even though it doesn't come around a lot, and he's a, kind of a diva, or so he's been rumored to be. It has to be Danzig.
We've seen the YouTube video.
Yeah, everybody's seen him, but it's old glam. I mean, he did the Misfits, Solwyn, his solo career. I just love Danzig to death, and I don't know if I'd actually be doing music with if he hadn't been around, so it'd have to be him.
Absolutely.
Or Lamb of God.
Cool, real cool.
Of course, yeah. Mine would have to be the band that got me into metal, Judas Priest.
Rock and roll. I think that would be damn phenomenal. I won't lie about that for a second. So, how about you?
I have two. It'd probably be either Machine Head, because I just think they're fucking badass, and
so good.
And then of course Virginia Homeboys, Lamb of God.
Right, absolutely.
No question. They kill it every time.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. That's all I can say. Yeah. All right, you guys have been bounced around back and forth like a divorced couple, yes, you guys would say. What kind of advice can you give to somebody that's just starting?
Well, basically, I'd have to say, don't really listen to a lot of what other people have to say. Just if you believe in what you're doing, continue to do it.
Rock and roll.
It doesn't have to be the most technical thing out there. It doesn't have to be a million miles an hour to be heavy either. So
simple can always be better.
Yeah, less is more sometimes.
Yeah, I'm going to go by our signature. I won't call it signature, but we're a prime example of it. Age doesn't matter. They picked me up when I was 16. I'm 22 now, so it's like.
Right.
Did he just call you guys old?
Basically,
he called me old.
Other than that, I mean, we've been kicking around for years and haven't really gotten anywhere. We've recently just started playing shows this go around, but also just really kind of, if you get discouraged, it doesn't mean it's the end. Just try and pick up what you can and carry on if it's what you believe in.
Yeah, just keep on fucking rolling, pretty much.
Yeah.
And if you're in it for the money, you might as well quit right now. It's not about
save your money.
Yeah, save your money. You have to fucking love it, or you're not gonna get anywhere.
Absolutely. So. Yeah. Just kiss that idea goodbye, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about contact information? Where can listeners go to find you guys?
Find us on Facebook, obviously. Just search up Harvesting Hatred. We got all of our names listed as band members. Just contact any of us.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And YouTube channel Harvesting Hatred. And our Twitter Harvesting H. They couldn't put in Hatred for some reason, but or it was taken. I forget which one.
Right.
But any of the three will do. We're more active on Facebook more than anything else. But we're getting YouTube vids up from like the last show.
Cool.
Just Pub and let's see here. Twitter. Yeah, we're trying to get more active in that as well. So.
Right.
Facebook for sure.
Awesome. You guys have a SoundCloud as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good deal. Well, I'm excited to hear you guys. It's going to be my first time seeing you guys live. It's going to be the listeners' first time hearing you guys live. So it's really exciting. We're getting ready to kick this shit off. So let's go ahead here and do it.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
And keep on listening. Rock Addict Radio. ECMC Holiday Takeover.
Alright, this song is probably our fucking heaviest and fastest of all these fucking bang your head till your fucking neck snaps the fuck off. This song is called Wash Away! Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for coming out. We are Harvesting Hatred. Stay tuned. Stay here.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
This is Zach. This is Shay.
This is Chris.
This is Joe. And we are Harvesting Hatred. ECMC Takeover on RockAdRadio.com.
And then a roller coaster took my head off. We are back.
Wait. You need to finish this story.
That's not what this is about.
Damn it.
All right,
Some of the off-air conversations, man.
You got Big John here with Loaf to my left. You're right. If you're listening at home, this is the ECMC Holiday Takeover on RockAddictRadio.com.
Someone had to do it.
This is a very special edition. You just heard from Harvesting Hatred, and I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did.
I'm not sure if that's possible, man. That's probably the sweatiest I've gotten in a long time, and normally it just happens from heavy breathing for me.
Right. I was thinking that you sweat watching certain television shows.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you during Special Victims Unit. That's all I'm saying.
Well, wow, that escalated quickly. What can I say, man? That chick that plays whatever her name is hot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Olivia, that's it.
Well, irrelevant to all this. Okay.
Very much so.
Harvesting Hatred was very, very awesome. Big thanks to you guys for coming out and throwing down a hell of a fucking show. I hope you guys stick around and do it for a little while and come back to see us again.
Yeah, they were our opening act, man, and they definitely threw the gauntlet down.
Yeah, they made it tough for the other two bands, which they were very much up for the challenge. Which let's get into Operation Death right now. It was Operation Death's second time playing a Metal in Moorfield event.
Right. You know, it was about the... I've seen those guys more than you have, actually.
Yeah, you definitely have,
yeah.
which is rare.
Yeah, I know.
Honesty.
Yeah, I kind of stumbled upon them a few years ago by accident, to be honest, and really glad I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And met up with them and was like, hey, guess what we're all about?
There you go.
Right.
And they throw down the classic death metal. I mean, this stuff, it reeks of the classics. It reeks of 6 Feet Under, Cannibal Corpse, you know, any of those.
Venom.
Yeah, straight up. Even Slayer and things like that.
Right. You know, I want to say I hear a little bit of Nazareth at times.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Easily.
Nazareth?
Yeah, Nazareth.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah. Maybe that's just me and Lumpy. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Leave it to bass players.
Yeah, the Loud Brothers Lump and Loaf.
But they did great. They actually showed up with a huge donation.
Oh, wow.
Of toys
that
right
was
out
incredible.
The gate.
They come in carrying this big box of toys, and I'm like, well, that's really awesome. And they're like, well, the rest is outside.
Yeah. That was only scratching the surface. They were huge contributors to all this. Thank you guys so much.
And they went as far as to do the entire show while in costume for the holidays.
Yeah,
man.
the whole thing. They had Santa, they had an elf, they had a reindeer, they had a fucking tree.
And a nutcracker.
Yeah. They came out on stage, did that, and I love that they did the fucking...
old Venom cover.
The Venom cover with Santa.
Kind of.
Yeah.
In league with Santa.
In league with Santa.
Oh, that was just so great.
I was like, motherfuck, yes.
Yes.
Take a bow, guys. And they did. Of course, their original music is great. Trapped Into Forever is easily my favorite song by them.
I'm gonna have to say, War is mine. The way it starts out with that tribal drum beat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing with Trapped for me is that fucking riff, the chorus riff. And every time I hear it, it's stuck for at least 3 days. That Janet.
Right. I got you.
Janet. I'm fucked again now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, if it made you feel any better, I had the opening to War going through my head as you were talking.
Fucking Prepare for War.
Right. Yeah. Because that was actually the first song I heard by him. I was at a show supporting a couple other bands. I was there, and I saw them get on stage, and I'm like, all right, couple kids, you know, cool, you know, I'm glad they're living their dream, you know, and went to get a drink from the bar, and then they started the opening of Prepare for War, and I'm like, you have my attention. You really do. So I was up there front row for their entire set, and when they came down off stage, you know, I was like, we need to talk.
Right. And it all snowballed from there. We got our hands on their music. We invited them to shows. We went and played shows with them.
Oh, yeah. Great group of guys.
Yeah. Just a phenomenal bunch of guys. Lots of good character there. And I don't think I want you guys waiting any longer to get into it.
No.
So here you guys go. Enjoy.
And I'm going to enjoy some more alcohol.
Absolutely. If you enjoy this show, be at Rock Addict Radio every Wednesday and Sunday night to hear it live. Here's some Operation Death on the ECMC Holiday Takeover.
East Coast Metal. Are you ready for some more metal? Then make some noise for Operation Death. Come on,
ECMC Holiday Takeover on Rock Addict Radio. You got Big John here. To my right, your left if you're listening at home, Sir Loaf.
Hola.
To my far right, far left if you're listening at home, Mr. Rogers. Say hello.
Hello.
And who are we talking to here?
Operation Death.
Is it just one that's Operation Death, or?
Yeah, the rest of these guys don't talk. They're
There's 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 of us.
All right. Weekend
You're not
counting.
counting the bass player, are you?
Well, he counts us too. I mean,
Okay, well, yeah.
Because we go by weight. Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, by weight.
It's a freight style band.
Right.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna go around. Tell your names, tell what you do, and this is Christmas, so you guys are dressed up in some funky shit. Some of you.
I'm loving this.
Tell what you are dressed up as well. All right, go.
All right, I'm Travis Krim. I'm the vocalist. I'm going to Santa Claus.
Nice.
Josh Budd. I play guitar, lead guitar, and I'm going as an elf.
All right.
Patrick Sullivan, drummer, dressed as a nutcracker.
Hi, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, hi, what's up?
Hi.
Yeah, I'm Steven, whatever you want to call me. I'm going as a $2 reindeer.
$2 reindeer?
That's what I paid.
Oh, nice. Well played.
I'm Lumpy. I play bass, and I'm a tree.
You're a tree? I see it. I definitely
I'm a very
see it.
large tree.
Yeah, a very large tree.
All right, you're talking about the Mohawk.
Okay, so they've already let the cat out of the bag a little bit. Why the hell do they call you Lumpy?
That name has been with me since high school.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the cartoon Ed, Edd and Eddy? Big Ed.
Gotcha.
I thought it was a third testicle.
Or that. I mean, whichever one you want to perpetuate.
There's quite a few myths swirling around.
There's only an elite few that have seen the mysterious third nut.
Hey, we got a nutcracker here, so maybe.
You can crack it off, you can be normal.
Crack the third one. That just ruined it for everybody.
But test.
Maybe that's where he gets his bass playing ability.
Good stuff. Okay, so listeners, know you guys, love you guys. Know it's pretty much just old school death metal. What are the influences for each and every one of you?
As far as like vocal influences, Chris Barnes is one of the major ones.
You're kidding.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest one for me. I've also been a big Marilyn Manson fan forever, as far as like shock rock lyrical content.
Right. Makes a lot of sense.
As far as guitars and stuff go, I love everything, man. Tony Iommi's fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, you go anywhere, you got James Hetfield, just classic stuff like that. As far as like death metal goes, I didn't really start playing like in the
truth is revealed.
Yeah. So I mean, like I like older stuff like that. Just anything from old school thrash bands to some of the newer stuff. Right. Some of the newer stuff is.
Should I feel old because you call Metallica classical?
Well,
should I feel old?
Maybe you should.
They're getting there. I mean, he's.
Hey. If it wasn't for the economy-based hairline.
We're in the age range of like 25 to 30, and they started before we were born. So,
you're gonna make the listeners feel old. You better tell everybody you're 35 right fucking now.
Yeah. I'm like 60.
We love all of our listeners here at the ECMC Takeover, by the way. Anyways, moving on.
Well, I guess mainly most inspiration come from just all around every form of music I can absorb. Mainly I got a lot of it from high school band. Yeah. Seriously.
Nice.
So.
It almost looks like, the uniform bruiser pretty well.
It is the trained high school, old school marching bands.
Right.
Nice.
Okay. I figure this guy here is probably like what, Wham or
Wham.
He loves Wham.
Like a seagulls.
Oh hell yeah, that's my shit. I don't know, music was a little kind of mismatched, like a little here, a little there. I'm like, yeah, this song's okay, this song's all right. Then I heard Metallica, and I'm like, you know what, this is all right. Then I got into more music that I couldn't understand the vocals, and then once I found out what they were saying, I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds about right. But yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, metal's pretty all right. And now, like, the thing about metal is that once I started listening to metal, I started hating every other kind of music there is. I'm like, this sucks. Yeah, so I think I'm in a pretty good spot of the music I like. Not many people like it, so the grass is still green.
There you go. Absolutely. Mr. Lump.
I'd have to say a lot of funk and a lot of jazz. Some Three Dog Night.
Of all things.
Some Wild Cherry.
Makes sense coming from a bass player.
You leave the Lump Brothers lump and loaf alone.
I like it. Roger, did you have a question for him?
No.
That's not a question.
What's one of your most favorite on-stage shows that you've done in the past since you all started?
Like one of the biggest highlights you all have had on stage.
I would just say the backyard shows that we've done. My parents own a large amount of land. We built a stage in the field behind his house, and that's just, getting to do shows with Black Lung Prophecies. That was a great one with you guys here, Roger, and Big John and Loaf, and
I forgot his name.
What's my line?
Just the fact that you're able to do that, that's probably been the biggest ones. We've had the best turnouts. We've had close to, I'd say, around 100 people there before, so it's just...
Right, yeah, we've been to those shows, we've seen them shows, they are pretty damn epic.
The biggest thing with that is we just, I always thought back when I was in high school, sometimes it'd be like, oh, I got to get $10 to go to this local show, I'd be not spending my lunch money or anything, be saving it to be able to go to the show on the weekend. So we do it all for free always, give the kids something to do.
I've seen you guys twice at 611 Cafe. Those are some awesome shows.
Yeah, you guys have actually opened up for some names before, haven't you?
Obituary was the biggest one. Trouble.
That was an awkward show.
We were gonna do
we almost opened up for 6
Feet Under, but it got canceled.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's what
that
we
East
said.
Coast Armageddon tour got canceled. One of their family members got real sick or something to that extent, but
something they lied about.
It happened
there. To be honest with you, believe it or not, and all of us have talked about this before, and this isn't just because we're here now. This place is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
we came here last time we played here, and it was just, I don't know, it was just a better feeling than some of the other places we've played.
Because West by goddamn Virginia knows how to drive down.
There you go. Yeah, we played at the Auto Bar, and that was fun. It's a cool venue, man, but it's like you just get crammed in there, and it's
very disconnected feeling.
Yeah, right.
Quick and in a hurry, no communication.
They give you like 20-minute sets at those places. And
if I'm not mistaken, actually, when we were there, it was a multiple promoter thing. So it was like we were talking to one guy, and then it was like we had to go talk to the people who were in charge of the venue, and then it was a lot of running around.
Right.
This next song is Trap.
without fear.
Do you have any 6 feet under fans out there? This next song is Feasting on the Blood of the Insane, and I would like to welcome Roger Kepler to the fucking stage. Let's blow the roof off this motherfucker. Go, motherfucker!
Well, with great moments, there's always the other side of it. Yeah, what we refer to as Spinal Tap moments.
Might as well start with the bass player on this one.
Yeah, might as well start with the bass player on this. I'll start over there. Well, like any kind of incidents, crazy fuck-ups on stage, pretty much. What you got?
Getting crimped at the auto bar.
Getting crimped. Oh, wow. It's been
coming beside you and stomping on your cable middle of the song. Oh, come on, guy.
Happens so
It's
often.
happened more than once. It's happened in practice before, too.
A term has been coined for this. That must happen a lot.
Getting crimped.
Getting crimped.
Like a bass player.
Yeah, there you go. What about you guys? Any other crazy situations you can think of?
It actually happened here in Moorfield. Last show we played, I went to go hit one of my cymbals, and the whole thing just went down. And luckily enough, one of the other drummers saw it and got up stage, fixed it while it's still playing. So
hit the save. Hit the save button. That's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, as far as it goes for me, I haven't really had any bad mishaps. Now, however, our friendly bass player over here, I remember it was plain as day. We're talking about almost brand new strings. We're up there doing sound check, and the very first thing that happens, and it just unravels the whole thing all the way up.
Oh, that's impressive. You gotta take it easy on them, man.
Nah. That's why you always carry a spare.
That shit just ain't metal enough, huh?
I think one of the biggest mishaps on stage with the backyard stage shows we've done, everything's run on generators. There was one time where I had to hook everything up pretty much by myself electrically, and I overloaded one of the generators, and it kept shutting off on us during the show. So I kind of had to fix it on the spot. And of course, it was, we had one of our guinea pig bands up there that was with, I don't even remember who it was at the time. It was one of their first shows. But I felt bad on my part because, it was their first show, and you got the PA system cutting out on them while they're up there. So,
well, you're in Moorefield tonight, so be ready for anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we'll say.
We'll blame this guy if it happens.
There you go. So you guys have been around playing shows for a little while now. Is there any advice that you guys can put out there for somebody new coming up in the scene?
Yeah, pretty much. Don't be scared of the shit you write, thinking that it's bad because you can hear your own songs 100 times and it starts to sound like shit. But then to the person that's hearing it for the first time, they think it's awesome, or sucks, but they might think it's awesome. But it just sounds really bad to you because you're used to hearing that practice over and over and over, and you can't think ill of your own shit.
Right. Don't doubt yourself. Yeah, pretty much. Anybody else?
Save your money. You will be very broke from this point forward.
The funniest joke in metal.
Yeah, that's probably the other thing too. I mean, you can have all the it's practice. You can have all the expensive gear you want. It's not going to make it any better. Put in the time, man. Put in the time.
That's the thing. I mean, you could have like a Mesa Boogie Mark V amp. Something that costs like over $3,000. Something that costs way up there, and if you can't play the instrument, then you could have some guy with a little cheap $100 Kramer guitar and a $10 practice amp.
Yeah. Don't hate on the Kramers.
I'm not saying there's bad things about them, but I mean, it's a starter guitar,
right?
Usually.
Well, I know I got one more. I know I got at least two. Do I have two more questions, or do I have one more question? Are you reading my mind right now?
Like age, sex, location, that kind of thing?
Okay.
That's actually funny.
Spoiler alert, we've got a song on the next album coming out with, that's the title, Age, Sex, Location.
I read your mind, I'm sorry.
So sort of the thought idea behind it is you've got your predator, and then he's got, all his malicious thoughts of, pedophilia and whatnot, and then you've got the other side, which the ending verse to wrap it up will be like, Chris Hansen catches this guy sort of deal.
Right. By Chris Hansen, you mean Lumpy.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. I'd hate to run into that guy.
Yeah, imagine him rolling in a Speedo.
I can only imagine.
I love you, Lump.
All right. Final question. Contact information. Where can our listeners find you online?
We've got a website, www.operationdeath.com, or you can search for our Facebook page. Just send us a message over there. We've got email contact to get in touch with us.
Yeah.
Book us for shows, download a full EP for free, and anything you need from us.
Talking about the new music. When are we going to get our hands on some new music?
Tonight.
Oh yeah.
What about the listeners?
We do have one song.
Yeah, one song coming in.
Well, we've got a bunch of songs in the works. If I'm not mistaken, our whiteboard we got at the house or at the practice space rather, it's 17, 18 songs that are in the works right now, and we're just kind of doing them sporadically. So
right. Could be any given moment.
It's a lot of bits and pieces. We got a lot of 30-second joints from each song, and then
we got some that's worked
kind of
out
an ADD thing going on. We're flipping back and forth with them, but
good deal.
We'll get on track and focus soon enough.
Right. Well, I tell you what, these listeners are going to get a chance to hear you guys here in a little bit, so that's pretty exciting. I'm excited to hear you guys. Operation Death.
Yeah.
He checked the nipple. That's the important thing. Operation Death. Thank you very much for doing this, and
Yeah.
Can't wait to kick ass.
Can't wait to hear you guys kick ass. Colby.
I'm Steven.
Patrick.
Josh. Travis.
And who are you?
Operation Death. ECMC Takeover.
Rock Addict Radio.
Sorry, did I break your concentration?
Keep up with our family, the ECMC family. View upcoming events and follow your favorite bands by joining us on Facebook and listening to Rock Addict Radio every Wednesday and Sunday night. Live strong without fear.
And that was what, the second time you got crabs? Third, okay.
Yes.
Anyways, we are back.
They say medicated shampoo will take care of that, but they're lying.
Yeah, that's a bold-faced lie.
Anyway, we're back.
Anyways, we are back. Hello and welcome back to the ECMC Holiday Takeover on RockAddictRadio.com/Facebook, YouTube, anywhere you can find East Coast Metal Confederacy. We're going to put this one everywhere for your listening pleasure.
Even, like, not on the East Coast?
Yeah, it's going to be on the World Wide Web regardless. Whether you're catching this on Rock Addict Radio or if you're viewing the video via YouTube/Facebook. So it's going to be everywhere. Everywhere. We're already everywhere.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I was thinking about the whole thing of the whole World Wide Webiverse going on there.
Right. We are communicating with millions. Potentially.
I've got a little bit of stage fright now. I'm not going to lie. Normally it's just two fat guys in a closet talking.
A closet? Is
when there's...
is that what you call this big, beautiful studio?
Yeah, our studio exactly is what, like about an 8x10 room?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, when you introduce two big fat guys to it, it's kind of like the size of a closet for us.
There's some crushed corners going on.
Yeah, going on. And that's just on me.
Anyways, we are on this very, very special podcast edition of the ECMC Takeover, celebrating the amazing, triumphant success that was the Merry Mayhem Toy Drive that we had December 13th at the main event in Moorfield, West Virginia. And you just heard from Operation Death, who played there and threw down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. The idea of millions listening to me. Ooh.
Oh, really? This is just now getting to you?
Yeah.
We've been doing the show on rockaddictradio.com twice a week. Every Wednesday, every Sunday for how long now?
I don't know. I lost count, actually.
Did you like that shameless plug?
Oh, I loved it, by the way. It'll save you from having to do it at the end.
Well, I probably still will. If you guys enjoy what you're hearing, definitely tune into Rock Addict Radio every Wednesday and Sunday night, or any time of day for that matter. You can click on the site. They have music going nonstop, 24/7, 365, and you can click on Meet the Crew and see the full schedule of shows with DJs. And phenomenal personalities. Definitely check that out. Let's talk about Hate Grenade.
What about them? I'm kidding, man. Those guys were fucking awesome, dude.
They were our headlining artists.
Yes.
At our Merry Mayhem Toy Drive. And
they had a bit of a new metal sound, man.
Well, they definitely do. And I love how they put it right out there.
Oh, yeah.
In the interview, which you all are about to hear, they straight up recognize Limp Bizkit as an influence, which...
Right.
But fuck yeah.
And I love, how people hate on the new metal, family, or the new metal part of the family tree,
this is a good
rather.
point to talk about haters, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because... I won't lie, I get a little leery whenever, of course, we do these metal and Moorfield events routinely, be it a charity event or not. And
it's
anytime that we have one, I can reference Rebel Link the first time we had them. I can reference Envy whenever we had them.
Yep.
There's a couple different bands that I can reference that have the new metal, that have the rapping with the metal.
Right.
And going into them every time, I'm a little bit leery. Like I'm worried about the response. Obviously I enjoy them.
Well, we're in a small town area kind of thing, and haters gonna hate deal.
Right, right. But I love the humble pie, because there was some haters out there.
Oh, there was, man. I even called the one guy out on it after the show. It was great.
Right, right. And that's the best thing about these guys in particular. Regardless of people that may hate on new metal, whatever, God damn it, Hate Grenade deserves the respect they received in Moorfield.
Oh yeah, because
on December 13th,
right before the show, the one guy come up to me. One guy in the audience comes up to me and he's like, "Man, look at these guys. We're gonna hear some new metal and probably a few covers." I have a video of that same dude on my phone thrashing around in the mosh pit these dudes created because they threw out so much fucking energy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I go up to him later and I'm like, "So, about this new metal sound you don't like? Shut up, man."
Yeah. A big bowl of humble pie.
Right, yeah.
And I love that. And
I do.
And they were phenomenal on stage. They absolutely were.
Oh, yeah.
They commanded the audience's attention.
Oh, yeah. Whatever the singer was asking, they were doing, man.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
They got the credit they absolutely deserved, and I loved it. Of course, I already loved the music already.
Oh, yeah.
We spin it on a regular basis on the Takeover.
Right, and like an idiot, very first song they started playing, I look at John, I'm like, "Wait a minute, I know this song. What song is this? Are they doing a cover?" And he's like, "We play this song all the time." There's where that I cut myself off for the night.
There was that point.
Yeah, it was that point when I switched to coffee.
Yeah. Which much respect to Hate Grenade. Thank you guys so much for coming in, throwing down. I know you guys enjoyed yourselves. We enjoyed having you. Definitely want to have you back for another show, another go
really?
round. Stay tuned, kids. we've got an interview with Hate Grenade and some live performances coming up right now on the special edition podcast of the ECMC Holiday Takeover on RockAddictRadio.com.
East Coast Metal. Make some noise for Hate Grenade!
got Big John here with Loaf to my right, Roger to my far right, and I am getting ready to talk to, who are you guys?
Hate Grenade.
From Altoona, PA.
Hate Grenade from Altoona, Pennsylvania. Thank you guys for coming all this way, too. I know you guys traveled like crazy to get down.
Yeah, it was about 2.5 hours. It was a nice trip, though. It was easy going.
Good. All right, so let everybody know who you are in the band and what you do.
I'm Jeff. I'm the verbal communicator.
I'm Chuck. I play guitar.
I'm Rich. I'm the bass guitar player.
Mikey, I hit shit.
All right, he hits shit. Awesome. All right, so tell me how you guys got started, the whole thing, with where it all began.
Basically, Chuck and Mike got together. They were in a band for a while, and they decided to put a whole new project together. They found me through Facebook, and after a couple months of searching for a bass player, we eventually found Richie, and I guess you could say the rest is history.
The rest is history from there. I know the style is, it's pretty well like new metal, I guess is the term. I know you all do like the Korn cover and everything like that. What was the influences for you guys growing up? I'll go around and ask everybody individually here.
I'm influenced all around the board from all the 90s bands, but if I had to pick one, I'd say Biscuit.
Yeah?
I'm a big Biscuit fan.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I love 90s new metal music. I'm same with Jeff. I'm influenced by a lot of them, but if I had to pick one, I would say the one that made the biggest impact on me would probably be Reveille.
What about you, bud?
For me, I like, my favorite stuff will probably be stuff like Slayer, my main influences.
Right.
That genre, Megadeth and stuff like that. But I like the Korn and the Limp Bizkit and Deftones and stuff.
Gotcha.
Definitely Foo Fighters. Mine are way different. I grew up on like Springsteen and R.E.M. I wasn't like a death metal baby or nothing. I'm still stuck in the 90s though. So.
Okay, well, I'll come out of the closet on this one a little bit. I am actually a diehard Foo fan.
Yes, I'll attest to that.
And I do own some Bruce Springsteen on vinyl, so there you go. Yeah.
I thought you also had the Ted Nugent loincloth.
Hey, well, that's Halloween. All right, I know you guys have opened up for some big name bands. What would you guys say would be your all's biggest moment that you all have had on stage or otherwise?
We've had quite a few. Yeah. For me, my favorite opening, I'd say it'd either be between Nonpoint or 40 Below Summer.
That's awesome.
But just last week we got to open up for Head P and Psycho Stick. That was a pretty fun show.
Psycho Stick, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Those guys are really cool.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was just talking about Psycho Stick.
Right. We're definitely some diehards of that. So with the coolest moment, let me ask you guys too. What would you all say is your coolest moment on stage?
I would say the 40 Below Summer show. It was an all-weekend event. We had a good time. We just partied all weekend.
Right.
And camped out. Yeah, it was called Smite Fest in eastern Pennsylvania.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it was a real good time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd agree with him, man. Smite Fest, because it's one of those ones you just go all weekend, you have no worries, and you can't complain.
And everybody's
it's
cool.
Just fun. Everybody's like mad chill down there.
No doubt, man. Yeah. Sounds like a really good time. Is that an annual event? Or?
Yeah, it's been going on last, I think, like 4 or 5 years. It's been going on for a little while. It's kind of one of those things that if you make it in there, like your family already, so you don't have to worry about anything.
We just do it every year. We've done it 2 years
That was
now.
our second year in a row. Hoping to come back for a third.
Oh yeah, that's really awesome. Okay, so with every highlight, there's
the opposite end of the
spectrum. What's referred to as spinal tap moments.
Not the I go to 11 moment.
Do you all have anything like that you care to share?
Well, everyone's pointing to you.
I mean, every show we go out, like despite any circumstances, we always. I mean, this project all came together with the principle of having a good time and playing music we love, and hoping to engage with the audiences that are there. So every chance we get to do that has been pretty cool. So you just take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? You make the best of every situation.
I'd say the only bad, like every show we have a technical difficulty, but if you didn't have technical difficulties, it wouldn't be a show. Like one song, Chuck's guitar pedal might shut off, so we'll go half a song with no guitar. My vocals would cut out.
The battery pack
Oh, wait, you can't forget. I forgot half the song one time. really did.
He says it proudly.
Yeah, it was funny too. Really good.
No doubt.
What's up, everybody? We are here from Altoona, Pennsylvania. This is the second track off our EP over there. This song's called Reload.
future show or anything like that? Like, what would you say is the ultimate goal, if there's any in particular?
I'd say the mutual agreement between all four of us is if we can just turn this into a full-time job. Like, we're not out to be rock stars. We're not out to be multi-millionaires. We just, if we can make this as our living comfortably, it'd be the dream come true. Just touring with someone we look up to, that'd be a dream come true also. But pretty much just, if we can turn this into our full-time job and just make a living off of it without the worries, like, we don't care about being multi-millionaire rock stars. That's overrated. So if we can do this comfortably for the rest of our lives, it'll be an accomplishment. But other than that, we're just enjoying the ride.
Right. Just having fun with it.
Yeah, it's a license to steal if you can do that, you know.
Yeah,
absolutely. Do what you love for a living.
Right. If you're doing what you love, are you really working? That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not really work either, yeah.
Right, that's just having fun, living the dream, pretty much. So since I have all four of you guys here, we're going to do a little tattletale session here. Which person do you think takes the longest to get ready to get on stage?
I'd say we're all pretty quick. It's
probably
just
me though.
Yeah.
I'm late for everything. They can all attest to that.
Gear-wise, I'd say Mikey takes the longest, but that's understandable.
Yeah, that's the drum.
The rack and the drum.
There you go. Any of you take time in the mirror to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Anything like it?
I'm a dirtball.
Right. I'm damn proud of it.
I showered.
Good deal. All right. Is there anyone a prankster? Is there somebody that's always pulling shit on the band?
Mikey. Mikey, he's not so much a prankster. He's just never a dull moment with Mikey.
He's very unique.
Entertainment, you know.
Right.
He keeps their spirits up.
Yeah. If this was a video show, I'd have to show you guys this kid's hair. That's all I can say about that.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's pretty intriguing.
Mikey dyes his hair a different color every show.
Yeah.
Tried.
Yeah. Have you collected the whole set? Have you done every color of the rainbow yet?
I'd say he's fairly close.
When it washes out, it usually washes out into some whacked out and screwed up colors. So.
Right. Good deal. All right. Two more questions I want to ask. What kind of advice would you guys give to anybody who is new, trying to get out there and do shows and things like that?
Well, we're still there with you, still trying to make it ourselves. Any advice I'd give, make sure it's something that you really like doing. Make sure you're good friends with everyone in the band, because one sour person in the band can make the whole experience not fun for the rest.
Absolutely.
But if it's like just with our band, it's becoming a brotherhood.
Yeah, it's not even just a band.
Yeah,
we hang out
it's
together.
basically now it just turns out four best friends just getting together at someone's house and jamming.
Pretty much.
Right. That's definitely a good thing. You guys have anything you want to put in on it?
I was just going to say the same thing he did. Just make sure you surround yourself with people you can trust and that you love. That's about it. Because if one person hates another person, you bottle all this crap up for months, it's going to blow up, whether it's on stage or at your house. And just get it out. If you want to tell someone to, fuck themselves, just do it. Be done with it already. It takes like 5 seconds, and you kiss and make up and you move along.
Right.
Good.
Plain and simple.
Yeah,
Plain
pretty much.
I love that spirit, John. Fuck yourself. I love you.
That's the thing.
Fuck yourself. I love you too.
That's the thing about being in a band. It is a marriage, and divorce can be ugly, but luckily we're all still enjoying the honeymoon.
Honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Are you all in a heart-shaped bed together? I mean,
That'll happen one of these days. I'll buy one.
Until we go on our full actual tour, we're all sweaty in the same van together, sleeping in the Walmart parking lot. That's when.
That's love, my friends.
Yeah.
That's true love right there.
All right, final.
Whose idea was it to do this again?
You came up with the idea and called me.
There you go. Final question. Contact information. How can everybody find you online?
1-800-FUCK-ME-HARD.
1-800-FU. No.
We're pretty much on every social media outlet. Facebook.com/HateGrenade. That's our main source if you really want to get in touch with us. Facebook, as much as we hate the damn site, it's the only source that you can really talk to us. We're on Twitter, Twitter.com/HateGrenade, @HateGrenade. Instagram, Reverb Nation. We're out there. YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, we're just getting ready to release release our next video.
Oh, what's that going to be for?
Our song Lies. It's on our.
Okay, yeah. That's
releasing that on Christmas Eve.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys very much for doing this show. I can't wait to hear you guys. We're going to hear it here in a little bit. All the listeners are going to hear it. It's going to be great. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
This song's called Say What. 550. Get the fuck up!
This is Jeff.
This is Chuck.
This is Rich.
This is Mikey.
We're Hate Grenade, and you're listening to ECMC Takeover on
Rock Addict Radio.
You've been telling them all. Telling them all I'm not that about to blame. Just spit in my face, you stab me in the back. What makes you think that you can play me out like that? Just play me out like that. You're telling them lies. Tell them all. Tell them all. Lies. Tell them all. Telling them. If I'm the one who's nothing, then what the hell do you think? piece of trash. Yet somehow I think that you went too far. Hold me back before I start to crack. Your lies still reflect on everything that you are. Everything that you are. You're telling them all. Tell them all. Tell them, tell them, tell them all. Lies. Tell them, tell them all. Tell them all. Telling them all lies every day. I can't find the truth, 'cause your lies, they just never seem to go away. Your lies, they just never seem to go away. And every day I just can't seem to find the truth in you. I break away from yourself, find another way like you always do. You don't know anything at all. Nothing at all. Why do I let it go on? Stop it and just be done.
But it's not cheating if you let the dog lick the peanut butter off your balls, since it's your dog.
And dude, I'm glad you decided not to mention herpes on this episode. We can edit. Anyway.
Right. You know, our first herpes-free episode, everyone. Let's hear it. Woo!
I think we just ruined that.
Herpes what? Oh, shit. Yeah, we ruined it. Just like herpes can ruin a relationship.
Oh, we've dragged this out too far.
Just like herpes can drag out. Oh, never mind.
Thank you guys so much for sticking around to this special podcast edition of the ECMC Holiday Takeover.
I've got to say, it's been quite the interesting experience for both of us here.
Yeah, this is something that's kind of new. I mean, yeah, we've got some...
Definitely new for me, you know.
Well, in a sense, yeah. I mean, you helped me cut promos.
Well, yeah, there's that.
That thing.
But
this is definitely the first time we've attempted a podcast by any means. I don't even know if that's the right word, Steve.
Probably not.
Not likely.
This is the first time two monkeys tried to fuck a football.
Yeah. But tits.
Yeah, you're missing your little soundboard now, aren't you?
Dude, I've got some editing equipment that says I can put the soundboard in any way the fuck I want.
Oh, great. You're going to make me sound like a 12-year-old on helium, aren't you?
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
I can't wait to hear this one.
Anyways, you guys just heard from Hey Grenade, who, like I say, threw down a phenomenal fucking performance.
Oh, wow. Those guys, man. Yeah, I felt terrible for the singer because there was like a little bit of time remaining before, we had to shut down the venue, and I'm the idiot, of course, that started, the whole one more song. There's always that guy in the crowd, and it's usually me.
And I'll be damned if it didn't catch like wildfire.
Right, exactly. And it caught like wildfire, even to the haters, that we were discussing previously.
Yeah, prior to to what you just heard.
Right, and so they were real cool about it. The singer's like, okay, cool. What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear an original, or do you want to hear a cover? And and I'm the one that was like, one of both. one of each. And sure enough, they did an original and a cover, and I felt so bad because during that last song, that dude, his voice started giving out, because they were up there for at least an hour or better singing.
Yeah, they put on a solid hour set.
Yeah, definitely. And poor guy, man, his voice started giving out, and I was feeling kind of like an asshole for, like one of each,
But you know what? They did the crowd good.
Oh, they did. And,
they did.
And some other guy, started doing the whole, one more song, and I was like, no, dude, they're done. Leave him alone. Let him go out now.
Yeah, let him have it.
Right, let him have it, man, because the crowd is worked up. There's still some energy floating around. Let's keep with that. Right.
Leave on that high note.
Right.
They put on such a phenomenal show. Every band put on a phenomenal show.
Dude, and their drummer is just too fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, he was all over the fucking place.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell he was a Dave Grohl fan, just like he was saying.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a bass player giving someone besides a bass player love, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I want to say thank you very much to every band that came out and put down a phenomenal performance for us. Thank you to each and every person that came out to the show itself, made a donation.
And the couple of donations you and I received, for the people who didn't even make it to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was really awesome, because a guy we work with was like, when's that show? And I'm like, sorry, dude, you just missed it. Yeah. He hands John money. He's like, here, this is for the kids. And it was like one of those few times in my life where I let myself, my true nature, be shown at work. And I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, wait, got to get back to tough guy persona.
Yeah.
Brutal. Right, and I was like, dude, that was really cool, man, and he's like, well, I got kids at home that are going to have a Christmas, and, it's terrible that kids out there aren't, so, yeah. Right. And I was like, dude, that's fucking great.
There are some children out there that are definitely going to have some smiling faces.
Right.
Courtesy of what everyone did to make this happen.
Right.
Happening.
And thanks to the main event for letting us do it like they always do.
Thanks to the main event for letting us have it. Thanks to Hardy County Community Action for working with us. Thanks to all the sponsors that helped us out, that actually gave us some donations. Local businesses that made a raffle.
Oh, wow. That was a huge success.
Yeah, there was a number of different businesses. Well, I'll go ahead and say, like our local Advanced Auto Parts,
right.
Our local Sheets, our local Fox's Pizza, Anthony's Jr.,
did you say AutoZone?
AutoZone, Ponderosa, so the list goes on.
Yeah, it was pretty much every business in the community was, hey, yeah, we want in on this. So, that was a really great feeling.
Absolutely.
And even the bartenders that night, I was talking to him there the other night, and they told, the one told me, he's like, metal's not my thing, but I love when you guys show up, because of what it is you do and what you stand for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And none of it would happen. Which might I also mention that it was the 5-year anniversary of the East Coast Metal Confederacy.
Indeed it was. I saw pictures of that. Those were some nice pictures.
Yeah, that was the celebration of it, and goddamn. if it wasn't for the people, the supporters, it wouldn't be what it is.
My mother included.
Yes. Shout out to Mama Batty.
Love you, Mama.
So thanks to all the listeners. Thanks to all the people that came out. Thanks to all the businesses that donated. Thanks to the people that helped make it happen.
Right.
Thanks to the bands. Thank you.
Right. I feel like I should be ending on a Sarah McLachlan song here or something. Right. Or something. I don't know. You know what we need?
What do we need?
You remember the way the Incredible Hulk would end with the somber piano music, the old TV show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we need that.
You think so? Do we want to leave on such a low note?
Well, it makes you reflect on the duality of mankind.
As high-spirited as this is, the duality of mankind is what we need to reflect on.
And stuff. No, okay, we need to reflect on the holidays, love your family, regardless blood or not blood, love your family, because that's what we do.
Yeah. There's no bigger family than the family that is heavy fucking metal.
The listeners, the players, the followers, all of you, right?
It is truly a family, truly a community.
Within a community.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Yeah, it really is. And things like this, once again, gotta get back to the well.
That's once again, out at the shop last night, and dude I never saw before in my life saw me, threw the devil horns, gave me a nod, and it was like, indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there, Never saw that dude before. Probably never see him again. But mutual respect for each other in the community.
Yeah, it's a bond like no other, and you guys are the reason that makes it that this
exists. Right,
exists 100%. On that note, it is time for us to go. Thank you very much for sticking with us, staying tuned to this very special edition of the ECMC Holiday Takeover. Big ups to Rock Addict Radio. Listen anytime. Listen to the Takeover every Wednesday and Sunday night.
Definitely. Or any night. They got some awesome DJs and awesome shows on there.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to the site, click on Meet the Crew. It's a tab right at the top of the page. Show you a full schedule list. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, take it from the guy who leaves the site up and playing all day while I'm at home getting ready for work.
My God, so many. I mean, hell, the Window Liquor Sisters every Thursday night.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I mean, you got Renee with Ladies Night every Sunday before us.
Right. Yeah, that's hard to follow, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
It
very
is
tough to follow. You got Metal Under the Sea Friday nights.
Yeah,
that's
that one I do get to tune into once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. You got Crazy's House of Metal. That's for your late night hours right there, and your early hours on Saturdays.
Right.
Devo's Dementia happens after the Window Liquor Sisters. There's so many shows, podcasts, and it constantly plays. I mean, Otto is a kick-ass DJ.
Yeah, regardless of the hate I may give him, Otto's an awesome guy.
Right. Definitely worth checking out.
Right.
Anyways, we've got to go. Thank you very much for listening. As always, live strong without fear.
And do what you do.